English, we are going to start with the following section: colors and grammar. The code, the color code that I personally use when I teach English. Okay? Yesterday we talked about vocabulary and we talked about different colors, right? We talked about your glossary, remember?
Yeah.
In your glossary and in previous classes, we talked about the corresponding color for corresponding word families. Gabi must remember what is the type of word that we use for color orange.
Adjectives.
Very good, you remember. Color orange are adjectives such as descriptions, words that help us describe. Gabi, do you have an example of an adjective that you have in mind?
I don't know. Small.
Small. Excellent. The word small is precisely an adjective, and we can use it to describe, I don't know, the, um, the, the table is small. The car is big, opposite of small, big, tall,
Oh,
large, etc. These are descriptions too, adjectives. All these words, we need to consider them adjectives. Next, we have a word color blue. Gabi again?
nouns.
Yes, Milton, you remembered yesterday,
Yes.
right? Very good. Names are considered nouns, right? When I talk about names, I talk about the things that everything that has a name. For example, we have the name of this. What is the name of this?
Pen.
Pen is a countable noun because you can say one pen, two pens, three pens, etc. Make sense?
Okay.
And on the other side, we have also persons. What are persons? Persons, grammatically, they are called pronouns. What is a pronoun? A substitution. A pronoun is a substitution to avoid repetition. If I say, I am Fernando, Fernando is a teacher. Fernando likes to watch movies with their friends. I repeat my name too much. Fernando, 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 Fernando. It's better to eliminate Fernando and use the word I like to watch movies with my friends. I am a teacher. See? So a pronoun, a person, is also considered color blue because it's in the same family. Same family here. Agree?
Yes.
Very good. Color green. Gabi, what
Verbs.
words are color green?
Verbs.
Oh, sorry.
Verbs.
Verbs, very good. These are verbs, and the category of verbs, verbs should be, or the characteristic of verbs is that they are either regular or irregular. This is the principal information we have. Regular or irregular. What is the difference between a regular verb or an irregular verb?
I don't know.
Oh, interesting. That's perfect because we are going to see that again in the following classes. The first month is going to be a review of everything. A regular verb is a verb that changes in past. For example, you have in present speak, in past spoke, in past participle spoken. You see? This irregularity, this change, is an
The word.
irregular verb.
Change the word.
Change is the word,
Okay.
exactly.
Modify.
An irregular verb. Oh, pronunciation. Modify, Gaby, no modify.
Modify. Modify the word.
Exactly. So we have present speak, past spoke. There is a transition, there is a modification, right? In present, go. In past, went. Past participle, gone. So we have again a modification, no? Regular verbs are different because they have a constant pattern. You only need an ed at the end. So present need, past needed, past participle needed.
Oh, okay.
You see? Words like,
Thank you.
what other? Play, play in present, played in past with ed, played in past participle with ed. No, that's regular versus irregular. Important information. Monse, here you are. Hello. You are right. I was worried.
Oh, it's okay, teacher.
Excellent. Very good. Monse, what words are color yellow?
Connectors.
Very good. Connectors. Yellow words are connectors. Connectors, we have two different families. We are going to learn these two families in this level. Family number one is a level is prepositions. And prepositions are words like in, on, at, off. Preposition of locations such as under, over, against, etc. And the other type of connectors that exist in English, they are called conjunctions. Conjunctions connect ideas. We have words like if, although, unless, and, so, but, etc. These are the two types of connectors that exist in English. Take a note because that's going to be effective for your glossary. This is going to help you a lot to organize your glossary. Next, this is a difficult one. Purple. Spoiler alert, right? Jesus Christ. Purple words are time
Adverbs?
expressions. Oh, nice, Milton. You remember yesterday. We saw adverbs, right? Well, an adverb is a word that gives you time, location, or emphasis. We are going to talk about them later. But in the previous level, in level A2, we only managed time expressions and finish, time expressions only. Who remembers what is a time expression? Give me an example of a time expression. Gabi and Mon, you should remember from the previous level.
Always, sometime, never.
Perfect. Good job.
Really?
Always, sometimes, Really is not an adverb, but Sorry, really is not a time expression, but it's an adverb because it's an
Right.
emphasis word, right? In previous classes, we saw the word emphasis words. Emphasis words. So emphasis words, we saw really. What else did we see? Do you remember another emphasis word?
Amazing.
Amazing, incorrect. Amazing is a description. Color orange.
I have suddenly.
Suddenly is an emphasis word. Okay, I like it. Uh-huh. Suddenly is a way something happens. That is an example of an emphasis word. Gabby said really. There is there is also other words that are similar to really. Give me a synonym to really. Milton, do you have another word similar to
I
really?
I think mm, I don't remember. Um, I don't remember.
No problem. The word similar to really, we can use the words very, very good, really good. Or you have the word so, so good, right? We have words, for example, um, very much, really, such. I'm going to refresh your memory and my memory too. Let me open the previous material from the previous level. And in the previous level, we saw just. We also saw just. Emphasizer. We saw the word how. Quite. My memory. We saw the word quite. Very so or pretty. Pretty is also an emphasis word. Too, which is similar to excessive. Right? A little. A little is also a similar situation. Really, quite, very, so, pretty too. These are emphasis words. Take a note, Monse, Gavi, and Milton. Special words we saw for emphasis in previous classes.
Okay.
And all this information is A2 information. It's from the previous level. So super important to have it. When you're ready, let me know.
I'm ready.
Ready? Excellent.
Yes.
Perfect. What about Mon? What about Gabi? Very good. So this is it. Emphasis words. Finally, we are going to add, for B1, we are going to add an extra color. Idiomatic expressions. This is going to be super important for you because in English there are expressions that don't exist in Spanish but are very common in English. So you should have a section in your glossary for idiomatic expressions. Okay? Groups of words that don't have direct translation to Spanish. Take a note. When you are talking about adjectives, we are talking about descriptions of nouns. Color blue. Descriptions of nouns and quantifiers. Names and pronouns are nouns and pronouns. Verbs include, number one, auxiliaries. Phrasal verbs. And that's it. Connectors include including prepositions and conjunctions. And adverbs include time expressions, emphasizers, and manner and descriptions of manner. And we are going to talk about them later. Do you have this in mind? Does anybody have a question or anything like that? Super cool. Because we are going to begin this review and these review sessions for, to get ready for the next level, we need to super dominate verbs. And we are going to begin with the first section, learning about verbs. Let's remember all the different structures that exist in English, and then let's practice using different verbs. Structures review. Super important about verbs. I'm going to teach you what a structure is. Read this information. Gabi, help me with this. Read.
A structure is like a bento box. Words are the lunch.
Oh yeah, a structure is like a bento box. And words are the lunch. The bento box have bento boxes have a specific applications. You have a specific bento box for a soup and a specific bento box for a rice. Normally, you have a specific boxes for specific foods. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. When I am talking about English, the formula or the structure is the box, and the
Yes.
interior of the box are the words. Word 1, word 2, word 3, word 4.
Text structure.
Exactly. For correct organization of your conversation. If you put a word in the incorrect box, your structure is incorrect. And your conversation, I cannot understand. This metaphor is super important to understand the application of structures. Because words in English have different positions. You need to organize your speech. Word number 1, word number 2, word number 3, and word number 4. If you say word 3, 4, 2, 1, this is incorrect and I cannot understand. You need to organize your words. So structures are super important, right? The tip is this. Verbs and words should go in the correct position, similar to specific food going in specific bento boxes. These specific containers exist in a little book called the Basic Structures Handbook. Book that you have in your WhatsApp. In the case of Milton, your mom received it in the email, so I'm going to send it to you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, let me send it to you in a moment. I'm looking for it, just a second. In the case of Gabby and Monse, do you have this file?
Yes, teacher.
Cool. And one?
Yes.
Cool. Milton, check your WhatsApp.
Yes, teacher. I received the book.
Cool. This small guide that I built includes all the bento boxes that we are going to need to study. Each one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, these are the 7 bento boxes that we studied in previous classes. And it's necessary for you to understand them today. We are going to review all of them so you can practice this information and you can dominate this information. 7 different formulas for 7 different days. Today we are going to begin with the most common mistakes. What is the meaning of mistake? Do you know?
Error.
Errores comunes.
Good. Okay, hablamos al mismo tiempo. You spoke at the same time. Monse, let's start with you.
Error.
Error. I like it. Mistake, error. Similar case. Y Gaby, creo que dijiste errores comunes, right?
Yes, teacher.
Makes sense. That's very, very normal. These structures can correct the most common mistakes that exist in English at an A2 level, right? A2 common mistakes. Let's practice. If we use a word, let's use this one first. I stay in my house in this moment. Find the words and write in the chat what is the mistake in this case. Make it private, direct message to me, eh? Direct message to me. Tell me what is the mistake in this moment. Okay, I receive Milton's answer. Try to correct it, Milton.
I
By chat, eh?
I am in my house in this moment.
I am in my house in this moment. Your answer is correct. The problem here is the word stay. Right? Switch
Yes.
to Spanish. ¿Por qué crees que los estudiantes usarían stay cuando deberían de usar am?
Porque están tratando de decir que están en el lugar, pues, o sea, en vez de decir yo estoy en el lugar, están diciendo, o sea, están tratando como de usar la palabra stay para asegurar que están ahí, no lo sé, no sé cómo explicarlo,
Ok,
solo
yo
sé
te
que no
ayudo.
se usa.
Va por ahí, efectivamente. You are very, very close. Stay sounds similar to the word estar in Spanish. So, because the word stay sounds similar to the word estar, we normally commit this mistake. In the structures handbook, let me open the structures handbook again. In page number, you don't have page numbers, but in this page, you can see the correct application of different verbs. In Formula 1, you see that the verb be is used for descriptions and locations. So every time we are talking about a location, The word in my house is a location. And because it's a location, you need to use Formula 1. Do you understand this? I don't think so.
Yes.
Yes, Mon? Okay. And Gabi?
That's okay, teacher.
Okay. Okay. So when you are talking about a location or a description, you need to use formula number 1. Common mistake number 2. Let's go through this one. This sentence is incorrect. Tell me in the chat directly to me why this is incorrect. 1, 2, 3, action. Very good. All right. I'm waiting for your answer, Gabby. Why this is incorrect? Tell me in the chat. Monse, tell us what's the mistake in this case.
Haven't.
Good. Haven't is the mistake. Why?
I don't know why.
You don't know why. Okay, you don't know why, but you know the correction. What is the correction?
I don't have a lot of friends.
Exactly. I don't have a lot of friends. The correct form is don't have. That's right. Why is this? I'm going to help you, Momon. The word haven't is the auxiliary for actions, for unfinished actions, or actions, no, or dreams we haven't done in our life, which is, in parentheses, structure 6. A lot of students do that mistake and continue confusing haven't versus don't have. The word don't have corresponds to formula number 2 when you are talking about routines. Oh, I need to collocate here routines and possessions. Make sense? There we go. Next mistake. Last week, I've been to London with an English family. Tell me in the chat what part is the incorrect word. Nice. We have one correction. Only one correction, really? Interesting. Okay, Gabby, tell us what you found. Are you there, Gabby? Can you hear us? Gabby is not there.
Mm,
Hello, perfect.
I don't know. Is um, but the work said last week or bueno, o quitas last week porque ya con el I've been es como el pasado, ¿no? De que has estado.
Mm.
No es necesario el last week. I don't know.
Ok, está interesante porque me pusiste algo
Porque para mí
diferente.
sería last week I was to London, ¿no?
Was to London. I was in London, ¿no? You wrote in the chat.
Mm,
Do you understand?
yes.
In the chat you wrote in. In is correct.
Yes, 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 yes. I was London.
Mhm. I was in London. That is correct. Actually, here you had a very, very important dilemma. Very, very important. Because you have two possible options. You can eliminate last week and only say, I've been to London.
I've been to London. It's correct, teacher?
Oh, yes. I'm going to tell you why in a moment.
Okay.
I've been to London with an English family. If you remove last week, the sentence is correct because the expression last week is an specific point in the past we use a different formula for a specific. No, we use formula number 5 for specific past. in Formula 6, which is parentheses have plus past participle, to talk about experiences in our lives.
Mm.
Do you understand experiences in our lives?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? Like things in my life, I have been to London.
Yes.
The interesting thing for Milton probably is a connector too,
Yes,
right?
it's my problem. I don't know why you say to London.
Excellent question. Let me find experiences. I don't have it here. No, let me open A2. This two is an exception. It's an exception to the rule when we are talking about trips. Trips in my life. Let me find in my life. Here we go. If you are talking about locations, you need to say have been to. Locations in your life. And this is an exception that exists in English just because it exists.
Okay, teacher.
That's the only reason it exists.
Perfect.
Take a note. So give me an example of a trip you have had in your life, Milton.
I have been to Punta Cana in December.
Eliminate December. That's precisely
Okay.
the point. You cannot
I have
use
been to Punta Cana
exactly in your life.
in my life. Okay.
You see?
Okay,
Of
teacher.
course,
Sorry.
this expression in my life, no, it's not necessary. The expression in my life is implicit. The
Yeah.
expression in my life exists in I have been. Option
Okay.
number 2. Here is the issue. Gabby wrote in the chat, I was in London last week. Or last week I was in London with an English family. This is correct too. But it a different context. It's a specific point in the past. So this correction, number 3, depends on what you are trying to say. Switch to Spanish. Cuando los alumnos hablan en pasado y me avientan un haven't o un verbo en pasado, normalmente les pido que me expliquen en español para ver si sí era la fórmula que estaban usando, porque ambas pueden ser correctas, pero significan dos cosas distintas. Después de que me avienten un I have been y la estructura gramaticalmente está bien, pero ¿es lo que intentaba decir el alumno? Y entonces me pongo a explicar. I have been to London es yo he ido alguna vez en mi vida. Y I was in London es yo estuve en un tiempo particular. Las dos son pasados, pero son dos mensajes distintos. Do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
All right. What about Gabi and Mon? Did you understand this correction?
Yes.
Cool. Easy or difficult?
E.
Difficult, right?
Yes, very difficult.
Ask me questions. Come on, come on. Ask me questions, anyone. Do you want a similar exercise? Let's try another one. We have to know what to... Let me find an example. Okay. Another common mistake. May I erase this? Can I move on to the next?
Yes.
Cool. What about Moon? What about Gabi?
Yes, teacher.
Cool. Let's try with the next one. I know. Find the mistake. I went to Six Flags 2 times.
Llegó la Smart Week de Samsung en Mercado Libre. Inteligencia artificial que
Of course, tell me the mistake in the chat.
despierta. La Smart Week no es un sueño. Compra.
Oh wow, I didn't see the clock. Whew. I'm going to tell you that as a homework. That's your homework for tomorrow.
Yes, because it's very difficult.
It's really
I don't know what is the mistake. I tried to think, but it's difficult.
You know, something important here, Milton, is that the mistake is not grammar, because grammatically the word is correct. The problem is the context.
Yes, I know.
Think about it.
I tried to change the grammar, but I think it's correct because I went to Six Flags 2 times. Are correct, but I don't know what is the mistake.
Exactly, because the word is correct. Like technically, the structure is correct. The words are in the correct position. The verb is in past. Everything is perfect. So consider other ways to talk in past. What is the other way that exists? Sleep on it, consult with the pillow, think about this all day, and tomorrow you give me the answer.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, teacher.
guys? Perfect. We are done for today.
Thank you.
Very good class. I'll see you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, Mon. Bye, Milton. Bye, Gabby. See
Bye.
you later.
Hi, teacher.